To study the greater community way of knowledge is to reorient yourself to the true meaning of your life. You will take many small steps along the way as you proceed. Your other motives and your other attachments will become sharply contrasted so that you will be able to perceive them in a more objective manner. This takes faith, for here you are walking away from things that you have believed before to be of great value, and you are moving in a direction that you cannot yet justify. You are going there because something of you is telling you that you must. You can only find the rewards by achieving them, for rewards are based upon achievement. With momentary pleasure, there is no achievement. There is only a great price for a moment of satisfaction, a moment of self-abandonment or a moment of delight. You only have to look at the human condition around you and in your own life to see the complete demonstration of this. If you seek great pleasure, then seek great value. Invest yourself in that which yields a greater reward. How do you know what this is? This is demonstrated by the needs of the world and by your own inner need. People stand around saying, "Who am I? What should I do in my life? I don't know what to do." They are looking at themselves personally. If you look at the world needs you. It needs talent, ability and contribution. It needs genuine relationships. It needs investment. The world, if it is attended to, will call this out of you and eventually you will find the avenue of expression and contribution that is yours to claim. This invests you in that which produces a greater value and a greater pleasure. Here pleasure is a deep satisfaction and confirmation of your life. Yet, it transcends even this definition because it has a resonating effect within you and beyond you as well. So, do not look at yourself personally and say, "Well, what do I want and how will it make me happy?" Look at the world and ask, "What does the world need and what can I give?" Within your personal mind, you will not understand your own meaning and you will not recognize the greater calling for your contributions to be given. But the world demonstrates this. When the outer need and your inner need converge and join, then you will be able to recognize the avenue that you should pursue. A true life draws 100% of a person's energy, but it does this gradually because people are not capable yet of giving 100%, even if they hold this to be a valuable thing to do. Gradually, your investment will deepen, and the rewards will be greater. This will draw you away from other pursuits and interests which yield very little and require a great investment. Only those little pleasures that require a small investment will be able to survive. They can have a valuable role to play. It is still a pleasure to look at the stars, or stand by the stream, or enjoy your garden, or enjoy something that you do that is pleasurable. The reward is small, but it has not taken the place of your greater pursuit in life. Following the greater community way of knowledge readjusts all things so that you are able to devote yourself to great values and great rewards, and yet have those small pleasures that are necessary for your momentary convenience and personal value. There is no conflict here. However, going from a life of small pleasure and great investment to a life of great pleasure and small investment represents a complete reversal. This reversal must be carried on gradually. Within this is a tremendous period of re-evaluation and rededication that will affect every aspect of your life and everything that you value or hold dear. This is very confusing at times, for you no longer identify with things that were formerly pleasurable to you, but you do not know what will take their place. If you are wise, you will not attempt to replace them but will allow the changing focus and direction of your life to illustrate to you the greater value that is awaiting you. This is going from poverty to wealth, for wealth is investing yourself in that which yields the greatest benefit for yourself and others. Poverty is investing greatly in things that yield little or no pleasure or value. Wealth and poverty are not about how big your house is or what kind of automobile you drive or how much money is in your pocket or what your wardrobe looks like. Wealth and poverty are very different here. In this different light, the wealthy seem poor and often the poor seem wealthy. This, then, gives you a genuine reference point with which to gauge value in the world. Again, your life is part of the demonstration and the demonstration is being carried on all around you. Here you will see such great investment in things that yield little or no value and exact such an enormous price. Look, listen and observe, but do not yet come to conclusions because there is more looking and observing to do. We wish to share with you the greater pleasure that we experience in keeping knowledge alive in the world and in reinforcing knowledge within you. Our presence, then, provides a contrast. This teaching provides a contrast. Contrast is necessary for you to be able to discern that which is meaningful from that which is not. This discernment is necessary to have in order for you to reevaluate your life and to set yourself in a new direction born of your true inner need and the needs of the world. This produces a greater pleasure almost immediately because it confirms the meaning of your life. Here you do not need to deceive yourself to have what you want. The relief that this provides is both immediate and long-term. It is life-affirming. Here the value that you seek is not for you alone, for it transcends your personal needs. Here the emphasis is on giving and not on taking from life, and so the rewards are far greater. So, review your own investment in pleasure. Itemize the things that you are attempting to acquire or secure for yourself. Look at the investment. Look at the reward. Ask yourself, is this reward worthy of the investment? Do not deceive yourself in thinking that you can circumvent the investment. There is a price for everything. All rewards, all value and all achievements require an investment. Some people are greatly invested in confusion so that they won't have to commit themselves to anything. To them, commitment is pain and confusion is a kind of relief even though it produces no value. Here the emphasis needs to move away from survival to achievement, which is a revolution that takes place within the mind. As the world teaches you what not to value, your knowledge and the exemplary life of certain individuals provide a contrast. Studying the greater community way of knowledge provides a contrast. Once the contrast is recognized, you will have no doubt which way to choose. Once the choices are made plain to you and you can see them as they really are, there is no choice at all. When we say that freedom is no choice, it does not mean that there is no choice. It just means that the choice is so obvious that it is as if there were no choice at all. When you are attempting to choose between two things that are alluring and you cannot decide, then you have not yet come to recognize the investment and the reward. Often people are bogged down because they are trying to choose between two things, neither of which is the way to go, and so they go back and forth, trying to weigh the benefits and the liabilities, and so forth. They cannot proceed by doing this. If you want to know what real value is and how it can be attained, learn about and associate with individuals who are demonstrating it in the world. You cannot find it on your own. Become a student of knowledge if you wish to have knowledge. You cannot get it any other way. You cannot purchase it with money. You cannot learn it through simple ideas. You must develop a capacity for it, a desire for it, and learn to receive it and apply it wisely. This is investing yourself in the greatest pleasure, which is the greatest achievement.